All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we are going to be off in the La La Land with Teofimo Lopez, who is talking all kind of craziness. One about fighting Terence Crawford, which honestly is the least crazy thing that he said. Also talks about A-side status and a trip to Africa. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 140-pound division where Teofimo Lopez has a lot to say about what's coming next, what isn't coming next, and where he's going. And I'm telling you, man, I kind of like Teo because Teo says whatever's coming to his head. But at this instance, man, I caught a retweet by Floyd Mayweather's CEO of Mayweather Promotion, Leonard Ellerby, where Teofimo Lopez was talking about how he turned down a fight with Ryan Garcia and why. And then also he is looking to get a fight at 147 against Terence Crawford. Brother, you out here tripping. Now, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean an awful lot to the channel. But let's do this because Teofimo Lopez is tripping, man. But that should be expected because almost everybody in that division, the 135-pound division and 140-pound division are tripping. It's like a big trip fest with these guys that were all considered to be the four kings? Of the four kings, three of them are stone cold tripping. If you recall, there was Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez were the up-and-coming lightweights in that division, after, and they didn't include, of course, Vasily Lomachenko, who was, already an established and older fighter. All this talk about what they were going to do, who they're going to fight, and all of this stuff at 135. Fast forward a couple years, and you've got dudes that say more delusional things, man. Between the least of which is Ryan Garcia, but man, Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, they are on an absolute run this week, man. So Teofimo Lopez was asked, why did you turn down a fight with Ryan Garcia? And he said, when you offer me a $1.5 million stake in the deal, I'm turning it down because I've got the big endorsement deals. I'm the big star, right? And Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s, he says, and they said, what's coming up with you next? He said, man, the takeover is coming next. I'm going, my next thing is to go overseas and I'm going to Africa because I got a big fan base in Africa. Man, if he's got a big fan base in Africa, man, okay, man, that would be mighty unique, man. That would be mighty big accomplishment there. I think he's just, once again, just talking out the side of his neck. But he turns down the Ryan Garcia fight. He said $1.5 million. Now, if he offered him $1.5 million for a Ryan Garcia fight, I can see why he might want to turn that down. Even though, what better way to increase your stock than by beating Ryan Garcia, which should be easy, right? Seeing as everybody's saying that Ryan Garcia is a trash fighter after Gervonta Davis beat him, but he turns that down. But he says that he would like to fight Terence Crawford at 147 pounds. Once again, another pipe dream. And a fight, if it actually took place, would be, I don't want to count Teofimo Lopez out inside the ring because he really did impress me with Josh Taylor and the way that he beat Josh Taylor. I don't think Josh Taylor obviously is on Terence Crawford's level, but I do think that Teofimo Lopez is a better fighter than a lot of people give him credit for. And one of the things that Teofimo Lopez really does have is he's got excellent power and he's got excellent athleticism. He's a very good fighter, man, a very good fighter. I'm not sure who wins between him and Devin Haney, he and Ryan Garcia, even though I might edge Teofimo Lopez a little bit over Ryan Garcia. But I think I think that Teofimo Lopez is a much better fighter than he's given credit to because of his out-of-the-ring antics. Now, this whole thing about him being this big star, bro, I'm telling you, this is the same thing that Devin Haney is doing, where Devin Haney went on an interview and talked about how he was the face of boxing, how he was the one selling out the arenas. And I don't know, maybe these guys have just continued to do this fake it till you make it stuff. And they're going to say it all the way till it actually becomes the truth. The reality of the matter is, though, that Teofimo Lopez needs to stay right there at 140 pounds. Don't bounce around all over the place. If you could get the fight if Devin Haney beats Regis Prograis, which is not a foregone conclusion, try to fight Devin Haney, man, in a fight that I think would be a really big fight for both of those fighters. But strangely enough, that is the fighter that neither one of those guys are talking about, right? Like for it to be such a big deal at 135 pounds, you don't really get anything out of Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez about making that fight against each other at 140 pounds. But I would think that would be the most logical matchup. And I'm sure both of them still want Ryan Garcia and will take full claim of their greatness if they were able to fight and beat Ryan Garcia, despite giving zero credit to Gervonta Davis for doing the same thing. I'm sure they'll say, well, it wasn't at 136 pounds and there wasn't a rehydration clause. Whatever the case is, man, all these guys are just high on life, man, without a doubt, man. And so the laugh emojis from Leonard Ellerby, man, had me laughing because I know what these guys are thinking, man. There's only one real big money dude in those two divisions, and it's Gervonta Davis. But people just want to keep acting like there's something that they're not. The idea of him moving up to fight Terence Crawford, though, is problematic for two reasons. One, you go to 147. I guess, well, I don't even know if Teofimo Lopez is still the WBO super champ. But whatever the case is, if you go up there, Terence Crawford can't fight Teofimo Lopez, because if he fights Teofimo Lopez, he wouldn't be fighting Jaron Ennis. And if you're willing to fight Teofimo Lopez, but you're not willing to fight Jaron Ennis, kind of a bad look, even though I know what the excuses will be. Teofimo Lopez is a bigger name. It's more of a legacy fight. A guy that lost to George Kambosos at 135 will be a legacy fight at 147. But at the end of the day, man, I just sit back and I listen to what all these four kings, except for Gervonta Davis, who for the most part keeps it quiet. And all he does is just receive a lot of criticism. Some of it, I mean, it is what it is. He most definitely has not fought Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Vasily Lomachenko, or I think that's about it, right, of the people that we're talking about. However, only person to fight more than one, none of them have fought more than one of each other. Teofimo Lopez only fought Lomachenko. Devin Haney only fought Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia only fought Tank, and Tank only fought Ryan Garcia. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.